we're probably all familiar with ETL, or extract, transform, and then load. I get the data from somewhere, I work on it somewhere, and I push it into somewhere else to be used. Uh, that used to be the way we all did data, but that's really changed dramatically. There used to be such a cost in storage and compute that we wanted to centralize that cost and handle it, quote unquote, offline in transformation before we ever loaded into a data warehouse. Now it's really becoming ELT. We extract, we load, then we transform. And this has really become what Gartner calls the backbone of the modern data stack. These processes are changing in that now, instead of uh, focusing on what the data should be before we put it somewhere into a warehouse, our warehouse might have many stages of clarity. There might be some raw data coming in, and then it's processed in this more of an operational data store, all within the actual warehouse. And that gives us the ability to say, first rule is we put everything in the lake. We don't try to filter ourselves before we put data somewhere useful. We can put the data in a place that creates that use, and then we're not putting pre-filtering in that bakes in our biases. Uh, that's particularly valuable as we use AI to explore these data structures faster and faster and faster. The cost of understanding what data is in the lake has decreased rapidly. So therefore, if we're approaching this, having followed the steps ahead, we're approaching our lake with a shared set of definitions. And so we want to meet those definitions with a set of consistent queries. I think you all can understand that if you are pulling the data in different ways, you're going to get different results. And therefore, if I, as an analyst, am looking for leads and I pull it one way, and you, as an analyst, are looking for leads and pull it a different way, we will not have the same numbers. So therefore, we need to match up our shared definitions in the real world with the consistent queries in the data world. And building those into analytics views that are a set of Legos that we can move around. If we understand leads from a business perspective, we should understand it fully and consistently from a technical perspective and be able to be consistent about that. Then we can link across data sources to enable holistic pictures of that customer behavior. We're not limited to just transactions over here and web analytics over here and app analytics over here. Let's understand that customer more fully, and let's do it through our perspective of shared definition so that we're creating something holistic.